What's going on today, guys? Today is going to be the first day of the SRT4 overhaul, and we're starting off with the trunk because the wing has been leaking for quite some time, and I took it off recently because I could tell that there was some rust happening. So we're going to get the rust cleaned up. Shouldn't really have to do much body work. We just want to make sure we seal up the bare metal. And there's a lot of scratches on it and a little dent, so we're going to go ahead and fix that up, and that will be our first part to the overhaul. As you guys can see, ground down all of where I was showing the surface rust, and also there was some surface rust creeping up on these little edges here. So I went ahead and cleaned all that up, and I had a little bit of a dent right here. So I did my best to pop it out. Now I'm just gonna do a little skim coat of glaze putty and get it looking right. Then basically the whole thing will be ready to do a wet sand 400, and it'll be ready for paint. So I've already kind of hit the top with 400, and you don't really have to do 400 if you're doing a paint job like this. You can always use a red Scotch-Brite pad, which is equivalent to 400. The reason why I'm hitting mine with 400 mostly is because of stuff like this, trying to feather all these guys out and get it all smoothed out. And then once I go over all those areas, I'll hit it with a Scotch-Brite pad with an orbital sander, and that will really open up the whole surface to make sure that the new paint sticks well. So as you guys can see there, this spot looks just like these, where these scratches are, and just using 400 grit on a block, we've got that feathered out completely. Make sure you use a block so you don't sand a groove, and it will show up if you leave an indentation. So use a flat block there, nice and smooth, and it's ready for paint as far as the grit goes. So you only have to hit it once and you get rid of your scratches and get it ready for paint at the same time. All right guys, we got some etch prime that we're gonna be putting on the bare metal. This seals up the bare metal so that the rust doesn't wanna come back. Just gonna make sure we cover the bare metal really good, and we can go back and sand all the excess off, just to re-scuff it up. This creates a chemical bond to the metal, whereas regular primer doesn't necessarily do that. So this chemically bonds to the metal and protects it. Got the base coat all laid down now. Getting ready to go for my first coat of clear. It's looking pretty good. I realized that I was pretty poor at filming that video. I didn't really do much and say much because I did it over the course of like a week and a half or two, and kind of forgot where I was at. So just to run you guys over what I did exactly, you could see I did some body work, did some rust repair and stuff. Basically, I did my body work, did some spot priming, wet sanded it all with 400, which I think I explained that. I hit it with one coat of white sealer. Then I did 2 good coats of base, And then I did 3 coats of clear. And now this is after probably about 2 months, I think now, since I've sprayed it. So the clear has shrunk up a little bit, but it still pretty much matches factory. But this is what we're looking like right now. Like I said, this has been a few months ago that I painted it. Haven't wet sanded or buffed it at all, but it turned out pretty darn good, I would say. No more dent in the back here. It looks really good. So I am planning on rewrapping this winter, so I probably won't really touch this. But I had the leftover paint from the quarters and figured I might as well give myself a nice solid foundation if I want to unwrap it, you know, later on down the line, and just make sure it looks really good for the wrap. So she's holding up good. Clear shrunk up just a little bit. You can see a little bit of haze, but it's pretty much just like OEM, so kind of matches the rest of the car pretty well, and that's all you can ask for. So hope you guys enjoyed that little bit of repair work. Stay tuned for the next one. We've got more big good things happening with the front end, just as far as dialing some stuff in. So stay tuned for that, and I appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you in the next one.